Hi, everybody. We've been away for a couple of weeks. She's laughing at me because I was.
And then I sneezed, and now I'm hiding because I don't remember how to do this.
It's been a while, right? It's been a while.
Scary.
No, not scary, not mean. I don't know if it's going to notify people because I did post 3 times today, so I don't know. It only posts 3 times, so I don't know. She's sharing it out. She's sharing it out. But welcome in anyone and everyone that may be in or may come in tonight.
Hey guys, it is 7 o'clock and it is Magical Makeup with Christy time. And I don't know if you got notified or not because she already posted 3 videos today and it only lets you notify on 3. So get over to Christy's channel now. Now.
Oh, welcome in, William. So, what was I saying?
I don't know.
We don't know how to do this anymore.
Nope.
Tonight is Grinch makeup. Are you doing makeup?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to hang out though.
Okay, so I will be doing Grinch makeup.
My Grinchmas is already done.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, we had to reschedule, like redo stuff because I was going to do.
Are you doing Grinch or are you doing Whoville?
Grinch, because Whoville's not till like December 16th or something like that.
Hold on. It is December 16th.
So we'll do Whoville later and Grinch today because that's December 1st.
Okay.
Before I forget, we will not have Magical Makeup next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. So no Magical Makeup next week. This week and then in December. And we won't have it the night before Christmas. Is it the night? Is it Christmas Eve?
Hold on, let me look.
Who knows?
No, it's not. It's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Hey, Disney Mertz.
Hey, Disney Mertz. Where the heck is my makeup remover? See, I'm just there it is. Oh, it smells like watermelon.
Of course. Okay, if something that you guys don't know about Christy is she smells all of her makeup products.
I do. I like makeup. I like stuff that smells. Like, it has to smell good. This one smells like watermelon. It came from Sephora. It smells like watermelon. It's good.
Our tree's decorated.
Pretty.
But it doesn't spin anymore.
I didn't do a tour this year of my Christmas decorations.
We still have more decoration. Oh, Sam's buying more decorations for outside.
I told you this, I spent like $200 on Christmas lights a couple of weeks ago because all of our lights weren't working. I had to buy more Christmas.
You were telling me about that. We have that just in a nativity scene.
Yeah, I don't. Can you hear the popcorn popping? Ephraim's making popcorn.
Ephraim, I want popcorn.
Oh, if Disney Mertz is still in here, look at my cup.
Disney Mertz should come hang out with us.
I know you like Slytherin. You're a Slytherin. I do not decorate exterior. Sort of, I do, actually. I put 2 trees on my front porch and a wreath, but that's it.
We're doing 50,000 lights, a nativity, blow molds, inflatables, and Sam's buying more crap Saturday.
I'll have to do a tour or something. Lena just said that you should come hang out with us. If you want to come on, you can. Lena can send you the link.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. My toe hurts.
Oh wait, although this smells really good, it's not fantastic at taking makeup off. Because it's taking me way too long. Also, I gotta remember to record.
Yes, you do. I just sent you the link.
Don't feel obligated. If you don't want to come on, you don't have to.
Yeah, I just sent you the link. He'll be home from work in 10. Well, I'm glad it's not 10 hours.
Yeah.
You want to see something I made for a Vlogmas video?
Let's do it.
They're little ornaments, and they have seasoning mixed in them.
Oh, cute. You did like a hot cocoa or something like that last year, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, and he's always talking about how I'm double fisting it. I'm double fisting it. One's an adult drink and one's not. Can you figure out which one's which?
I know. Pick me.
Welcome in, Anna.
Hello.
All right, let's get this thing recording. Okay. Put my hair up.
I will have to say TikTok is costing me a lot of money because.
Did you do it?
Yes, because hey McDork pop.
Hey McDorks.
I fell into craft talk, and I want to make all the things. And I'm also on Harry Potter TikTok, and it makes me laugh because they're like, Hufflepuffs look so sweet and cute, but then they'll kill you in an instant.
Hufflepuffs, what are they like?
Like, we're like Slytherins in disguise.
Interesting. Had no clue. So, per my usual, I put a little shape tape. It's 12B Fair Beige that I use on the eyelids. And then I sponge it on with the damp sponge.
And then I made this cute little guy.
What is he?
A snowman.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel. Our school is, and I can't participate by being there because I'm on the bus, but we're doing a bingo white elephant exchange thing, and the money goes to benefit the community Christmas, and they want everyone to just bring random white elephant gifts like wrapped. And so all the stuff that I like, the crafts I've made for like videos, I'm gonna wrap them all up and donate them.
That's a good idea. Hold on, I gotta let Ephraim know his popcorn's ready.
Yeah, Ephraim, your popcorn's ready. Okay.
He knows now.
But I made 2 each of 4 different seasonings, so I'm gonna label them, and put them in like a nice little basket, and then I'm gonna wrap up the little snowman.
I'm putting tape on my face.
That's not out of the normal.
Nope, it's per usual. Okay, so since I'm doing a Grinch look, I'm gonna do yellow and then green for some dimension. You know how I normally go from light to dark. Well, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna use bright colors. We haven't been in here a while, so it's a little kooky today. I'm going to start with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, and I'm going to use, it keeps cracking like it's going to break. I'm going to use this yellow, and then I'm going to move to this yellowish green color and just kind of go through the greens.
What, the French Harry Potter? Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so you know the guy on TikTok that looks like freaking Harry Potter, but a lot hotter?
Never seen him. Wait, what? What is what? That's TikTok. That's TikTok.
They met him at Universal. She posted a picture of him. Go look at her.
Well, I saw her. Hold on. I saw her picture with Tim.
No, it was before that one.
Okay. Now I'm on the hunt.
He's way better looking than Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay, what kind of clothes is he wearing?
He looks like Harry Potter. You'll see him. Can't miss him. The only downside is I was watching his stories and he smokes.
Oh my gosh, he does look like Harry Potter.
Right?
Are we sure he's not Harry Potter?
But a million times better looking. No, of course he's better looking than Daniel Radcliffe. And his English was perfect. That's really good.
Did he have that awesome accent going on?
Yeah, you can find him. She tagged him in the picture. You can find him and then go look at his stories. He talks in his stories. I had to take that piece of tape off because it was acting weird. Dogs don't care if you're live streaming.
No, they don't. Neither do cats. It was really funny. The other day, I said, these kids said something like, Mrs. Hall, you did da-da-da-da-da. And I try to go, I understood the assignment. And they're like, you know TikTok. I'm like, yes, I know about TikTok. I may be old, but I'm not.
She said he had an accent, but it's easy to understand. I could understand him just fine in his stories.
I was really waiting to fall out of my chair on that, by the way.
Very, very nice looking dude. She said he was really nice too. I didn't realize he had an Instagram. I could have figured that though. I just always watch him on TikTok.
Hey, Christy, if you have an Instagram, you should get a TikTok because then you post the same thing in multiple places.
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth, literally.
This one right here. Hey, I did it! I did it right. Christy, I did it right.
You pointed in the right direction.
Ew.
Mel said, we video chatted with our friend Brittany, who loves him. We were like, Brittany, someone wants to say hi. And we put him on camera. She almost died. And
you can't do that to people. Like, what if she had just gotten out of the shower or something? Like, what, really? You can't do that to people.
Oh, when my best friend got engaged, she video chatted me, and I was a hot mess. It's like, why are you videoing me when I look like this? And she's like, I got engaged, and I no longer cared. I cared about the engagement. I no longer cared that I looked like crap.
I no longer care about you because, you know. Okay, Christy, I think that ornament thing broke my toe.
It broke your toe?
Yes, I cannot move it, and it hurts so bad. Okay, so I was telling Christy backstage that in the past couple days, I keep doing things to myself. I gave myself a concussion, hitting my head on a coat hook in the bathroom, and the thing is, I saw black spots. I almost passed out, and the only thing that kept me from passing out was I cannot pass out because I can't traumatize some 4th or 5th grader because I am passed out without my pants on in the bathroom. And we got in from grocery shopping like 15 minutes before the stream started, and I put Sam's keys down on our artificial fireplace, and I knocked over the stocking holder and it fell, and I moved my foot thinking I had moved it out of the way. Oh no, it came down straight across my toes, and I could not move one, and I'm pretty sure I broke it.
That's no good. Melissa says that she had her hair in a bun and she immediately took her hair down out of the bun and fixed it. That's what I do just to do videos. I'm like, oh, my hair's in a bun. I normally keep my hair up all the time. I hardly ever have it down, but all the pictures you see, I have my hair down.
And then Christy goes, Lena, you should wear your hair down more often.
It looks good.
I need to get it trimmed before vacation.
You need to get it trimmed. Mine doesn't even fit in frame, and it's up.
I actually think I'm just gonna get it like the split ends trimmed and get it thinned out. And I think I'm actually going to do let it grow out over the next year and just keep getting it trimmed and thinned out so that I can have a little bit of length, but not like all of the weight. You know what I mean?
What do they do to thin out hair? I have thin hair. I don't have that problem. But what do they do to?
They have special scissors, and they just go in and go chomp, 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 and like in different, they like chonk hunks out of it, and they'll like pull it up and like cut under, like with these special scissors, they'll just like go chomp, and then they'll move over here and go chomp, and it kind of takes out some of the hair.
So is it like a backwards layering?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much. It's a backwards layering. We're taking out, but you're taking out like huge sections of hair.
Okay.
They weighed it one time, and they took like 4 pounds of hair out of my head.
Which makes sense of why you keep it short, because you have thick hair and it's kind of on the heavy side. Yes. I have really thin hair, and it can get heavy, but
I washed it. I can't remember even what day I put up the video, and I went to school, and it just kind of air dried, and you've seen it curls, it like twists, and the girl's like, Mrs. Hall, you curled your hair, and I'm like, no, I just took a shower and didn't put it up in a ponytail today. Your hair's curly. So then you have like 7 fifth grade girls playing with your hair, and I'm like, hey, cool, playing on my phone while they're doing my hair.
I will say, like, I don't know if you saw, like, anybody watching or you saw my post about the hair product I used in my hair to make it sleek and straight. I haven't had to use a flat iron in my hair since I've done that.
Like, you'll think I wanted to test out, because I've told you this, Christy, too, like, my hair gets oily so fast. So influencer had sent me the Cooling Mint scalp sink, and so I washed it on a Sunday, and I wanted to see how long before it would get greasy to the point of ew. It took 7 days.
That's good.
I was like, I like this shampoo. I will pay for this shampoo. Thank you very much.
I like it. It makes some stuff.
The only thing that I didn't like was, it says it's mint scented, but it's like, it's a combination of mint and a sterile hospital.
Oh, that's weird.
It's a very, very funky mint.
I just reviewed, I got one back to back. I got that brow liner. I just reviewed that. And then I've got that fitness watch. I just reviewed that today.
How'd you like it?
I actually like it. I thought it wouldn't be great because its retail price is only like $50. And it was absolutely, it's just like an Apple Watch, but
nice.
Not an Apple Watch. Welcome in.
It's Mertz.
Hi.
Hey. How are you?
All?
Good. How are you?
Good. You're not doing makeup?
No, I'm tired.
Welcome in, Randy.
Hey, Randy. I'll be, as soon as the stream's over, I will be going to bed. But tomorrow's the last day of work before Thanksgiving break.
Oh, that's awesome. How long is Thanksgiving break?
It usually is just next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but because we've had an uptick in cases lately, our school, the elementary school, just reached 5% of our student population having being positive. They are giving the whole week.
Oh.
So 9 days without children talking back. It's going to be lovely and glorious.
Sounds like a perfect Thanksgiving break.
And I'm going to be making homemade bread because I got this urge this morning to make homemade bread.
That's so funny because yesterday I made a TikTok potato soup, and Eric has bread sitting in there he made right now for the soup.
TikTok makes you do a lot of things.
TikTok costs me money.
Seriously.
Like,
I usually use like makeup things off TikTok.
I told Sam I wanted for Christmas a wax sealing kit, like when you close envelopes and they have the cool little wax seal on it.
Yeah, I want one of those.
$26 on Amazon.
Yep, not spending $26.
but it's got like 1,000 pieces.
I want a Harry Potter one.
I was gonna say I instantly thought of the Harry Potter ones.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
I'm like, I want this, and I want to make my own soap, and I want to make body butter, and I want to.
I can make bath balls and butter and bubble bars.
What's a bubble bar?
It's like a bar, and you break pieces off and put it in your tub, and it makes lots of bubbles. You don't have to use the whole bar. You can use like normally. If you use the whole bar, you're gonna have bubbles everywhere falling over the tub. You use probably about a fourth to a half at the most each bath. I love making the bubble bars. I put like different designs, and I do different colors, and I make them kind of rainbowish. It's cool.
That sounds so nice.
So do you like have to break it apart yourself, or does it come off in little pieces? Like, is it cut up? How do you do
break it off yourself? Like, and you put scents in them. Last time I did it, I did cotton candy, and you just like break a piece off and stick it under the faucet and like mush it in your hand under the faucet, and it just bubbles everywhere. It's crazy. I'll have to show you guys one time. I'll have to make some and then show you guys. I have 2 right now that I got from Lush Cosmetics, but I like to make them. They're fun. And I need more cotton candy scent because right now I don't really have like the best scents for, well, I guess I do because I have like Flying Over Fiji and those flavors, which would be really cool in your bath.
Fiji is the best scent ever.
I like Flying Over Africa. I like that fresh cut grass scent.
Move to Kansas. It smells like poop all the time.
Grass, not poop.
It smells like poop.
I don't want poop. I want grass.
It doesn't smell like grass.
I like how you said it like you're from Kansas too. It smells like poop. It smells like poop.
Yeah, I've been told that people are like, where are you from? Kansas. Oh, you have an accent. I do.
Are you from like a country area? Is it like open land?
I live in rural Kansas, yeah.
Oh, see, I'm from Missouri, which isn't much different, but I'm from St. Louis, like a big, huge city. So that's what's different.
Okay.
I don't hear an accent from either of you.
That's because you live in the Midwest.
We're all Midwesterners.
We are.
So we
I live in Tennessee. I am like totally Southern.
You're Midwestern.
Tennessee's Midwest too, though.
Yeah. I'm an hour north of Wichita.
So are you a sports fan?
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
I don't know what that is.
KU.
Oh, college.
Yeah, that's all. I'm not a big, not professional sports. No, I scared my 5th grade boys because I go, I don't like sports. Sports are dumb, and like they went. It was the quietest the lunchroom has ever been.
Hey, happily ever at Yachty, we like baseball. Start to say basketball. That's them. They like basketball. I like baseball.
Baseball. So who's your team?
Braves.
Sam likes the Yankees. Whenever the Yankees. Hey, honey, who's the team the other New York team?
Yeah, Randy, I think she might have already answered. She's off Thanksgiving week.
New York Mets.
What other New York team? The rookies?
Yeah, there's Mets, and then
is it the Mets? Is that the other one?
You don't want to go watch the Mets.
Yeah. So if the Yankees are playing the Mets, I cheer for the Mets, and then he threatens divorce.
No, I threatened to kick you out of the house.
That too.
See, and I heard the Kansas draw in that one as well.
You've lost your New York accent.
Watch me go home for a week.
No.
Oh, when you go home, and when I go back to St. Louis, it is like I turn into a whole different person and don't even realize it.
There was a girl in Sam's unit that was from the Bronx in New York.
Yeah, she was from Brooklyn.
Was she from Brooklyn?
Yeah, she was from Brooklyn.
And they start talking, and his accent just came flooding back. And I'm like, okay.
What accent? I have an accent now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
It's so funny. So I'm from East Tennessee. I born and raised in the same area Kenny Chesney was, and Kelsey Ballerina. But I live in Middle Tennessee, and the accents in Middle Tennessee, at least in this area, are way more Southern. And I'm like, yeah, you're not saying that word correctly. Different dialect, I guess. Memphis has a different dialect too.
It all depends. I feel like I was always told that whenever I do like public speaking, I get super nervous. So in public, if I get nervous, I get real. They say that I sound Southern, but then whenever I'm angry, they say that's when the St. Louis like comes out. So I feel like it's different scenarios bring out the different kind of accents in us.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. If you're like really used to saying certain things, you say it quicker and or whatever. And then mine, if I'm having to think and speak at the same time.
How do you guys say refrigerator?
Refrigerator.
You don't call it an icebox? I get made fun of all the time for that.
An icebox is a freezer that is in your garage that holds raw meat, frozen meat.
An icebox to me is just anything cold that holds stuff.
Icebox here means a freezer. This should be like its own live stream. What do you call things? Featuring and
dialects throughout the United States.
Mm-hmm. Like I found out that I say Monlow, and I never knew that was a problem. Like Monlowing. Apparently, I found out that I switched the L and M around. It's lawn mow, but that sounds weird to me. It's Monlowing.
I was like, what? It took me a minute. I was like,
what is he saying?
Yeah, so I'll be like,
you're talking about mowing the lawn.
Monlowing. So I can't say, I have to stop and say it the right way. And whenever I bring people back to St. Louis, they think I'm tripping, and then they hear my family say Monlowing, and I'm like, this is something I've learned. I've never heard of lawn mow. It's always been Monlowing.
Yep. Happily Ever Yeti says like soda or pop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like soda.
Or Coke.
I call it soda.
Or Coke.
So I don't call it lawn mowing or mowing the lawn. We call it cut the grass.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Like anytime you hear my husband asking my son, you need to cut the grass, you hear a
Funny enough, that's how I learned to drive.
By cutting the grass?
Yeah. Dad would say, oh, okay, I want you to stop here, and I want you to back up here, and I want you to make a U-turn here. You should. He's like, don't worry about the grass. I don't care about that. I'll fix it. But you're going to learn to drive. I learned how to drive on a lawnmower.
I mean, legally, I learned to drive on my dad's Jeep stick shift. But before I was able to drive, I had a friend that was dating an older guy, and he let us drive his car around our neighborhood. That was not legally, obviously, because I was like 14.
That's enough for a farm permit.
Not here. You have to be 15 for a permit here.
Farm permits here 13.
Okay, you are so country bunkin'. Like,
thank you.
How do you learn how to drive on a lawnmower? Doing U-turns with my dad on a lawnmower on our field. How old you gotta be to drive? 11 and a half. Like, you're super country.
Welcome to rural Kansas, where we close for harvest.
That's so awesome. I love that.
Where's so-and-so? It's deer season.
Your
you haven't seen them for a week.
That's like your answer to like, why are they out of milk? It's deer season. Hello. Like answer to everything.
It's pheasant season.
Well, when it's deer season, come down here because we have them running rabbit across the street and people hit them every other day.
We had one chase our school bus this morning.
That's hilarious.
Because I ride with one of our special needs middle schoolers, and the bus driver goes, Lena, walk to the back of the bus. I think there's a deer. And there was a deer chasing the bus down the highway. It was too dark to video it because I tried. I was like, I can't get a video or picture of this.
Yeah, that's the mom of one of the oh my, I do. Let me see your Tervis up close.
Make me big.
Oh, is that one of the girly girl ones?
Yeah.
And it was personalized for you?
I have 4 of them. I have each one of the houses. I had her make them for me.
That looks amazing.
I know, it looks so cool.
I love how the snake is like 3D on it.
Yeah. The feather for the Ravenclaw. I only have these 2 over here right now.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that awesome?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That blue is really pretty.
Hey Ephraim, will you grab those 2 other Harry Potter drinks cups on the counter? Thank you. I had her make them for me. I was like, can you make something? She was like, is it okay if I do a feather, not a raven? I'm like, yeah.
I like it with the feather.
Yeah, I like it too. He's bringing me the Hufflepuff and the Ravenclaw.
If anything, it's more subtle too, because I feel like sometimes with the raven, it can make items look more
I want this one
masculine.
and the
So just like
Gryffindor
really
one.
subtle feathers.
There's no Gryffindor one.
Yes, there is. There's a red one. Here's the Hufflepuff.
There's nothing.
Oh, I like the Hufflepuff one.
Oh yeah, I like how it has a broom. Oh my, wait, what are you?
I'm Ravenclaw,
I'm
Oh,
Hufflepuff.
wow.
but I wanted all 4 of them because I wanted all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Did you make this?
I didn't make it, no.
No judgment here.
And then here is the Gryffindor.
Wow. Oh, I love how it has Harry Potter on it. That's awesome.
And then the saying on the back. Oh, you can take this back.
It says Christmas corner on it.
Mm-hmm.
So she actually made these for you.
Yeah, all 4 of them.
Yeah, they're all super cute. I would say out of all of them, I think the Ravenclaw is the prettiest.
It's
Because
really
that
pretty.
like really pretty, like the blue behind you in those portraits.
Oh, yeah.
That vibrant like electric blue with glitter in it just is like so pretty.
I love all 4 of them. I think when I did my unboxing, I said that I liked the Hufflepuff one the most, and I think it was because of the broom. I really love the broom.
Because it has like a scarf hanging off it as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, a yellow scarf. Yeah, it's totally cute. Oh, I'm sitting here recording too.
So, they'll be like, what is happening?
All right. So I did my main base color, and I went to like black and everything and all the greens. And now I'm going to do my cut crease.
A Christy crease.
You're doing the Grinch?
Yep.
I'm doing a National Grinch Day collab on December 1st. If you want to participate, you're more than welcome.
What do you do?
Whatever you want to do.
A food, a makeup look, dress up like a Grinch and like run around Target. That would be really funny. Please.
That would be really funny. Or like read the book out loud or something like that.
Please dress up like the Grinch and run around Target.
Oh my gosh. Now I feel like after I'm done doing this, I need to go to Target and run around.
Please, please, take us with you.
It would be too late to do it because by the time I'm done, because it's already 7:30, I won't be done until at least 8:30.
Christy.
Yep. Is that what to get me to go?
Yes.
Target is across town, yo. If
Oh, is that
anything,
your
that would be-
pouting look? I was like,
No.
what are you doing?
I'm
I didn't know you
pouting.
were pouting.
I was pouting and trying not to laugh at the same time.
That's funny.
Walmart's the closest place for me. Target's across town.
Okay, go run around Walmart. I don't care. Go run up and down the street. But yeah, if you want in, let me know. It's open to everybody. That's the thing I love about the collabs is that it doesn't cost any money to do unless like you're buying like, oh, I need green food coloring or whatever to do the project. You don't have to buy a whole bunch of stuff and pay for shipping and so
Oh yeah. Swaps are a lot.
Yeah.
I've already committed to a lot for next year. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
I've committed to 2 swaps for next year, and well, aside from the ear swap, the
I feel
ear.
like we're all in the same one next year.
Which 3?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even started shopping for my person.
You
I've
haven't
looked and
I
I've put stuff in carts, but I haven't like.
I haven't even thought about it yet because I have one in February. I had someone. I'm in a Halloween one, and I already had someone go. So have you? The host is like, have you started shopping for this yet? And I'm like, no. I will start shopping with my first paycheck from next fall school year. Thank you.
It's so into like yeah. I have a lot. So I have this thing I'm doing Vlogka, which is like Vlogmas, but Vlogka. I decided to create it. So
like a Hanukkah.
yeah, and that starts on the 28th, so like in a week almost. So what I did is I'm gifting 9 like YouTuber people, and then they're gifting me. So I'm literally doing, bless you, I'm doing 9 days of box swaps.
Thank you.
Every day is a new person, a new swap. So
how fun.
I have that, plus I have 2 other ones and Disgiving. So I literally have, in 2 weeks, I have to film 13 videos. And
That was like
11 of them are boxes I have to do reactions. I had to stop because after my second video of reactions, I just didn't care no more. I was so like mute because I can't just I can't react. It's exhausting. So yeah, I'm like taking a pause on.
I get that.
It's a lot.
I have an ornament swap on the 30th of this month.
Oh, is that with Susan?
No.
Okay, I know she's.
I'm in charge of this one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What do you do for that? Like, what's the criteria and stuff?
It was minimum spend of $5, maximum spend of 10, and you mail an ornament, and that's it.
Oh, that's cute.
Only required to send one.
in 2019. I did a Christmas swap every day of December leading up to Christmas, and I organized each one. And each one was different. Like we did a create an ornament, a create a stocking. We did a guess who swap. Like you had to guess who your swapper who was sending to you, and they based it off of things that they like, not things that you like. And you had to guess
that would be so easy for me. I would just send something Wally and be like, "Guess who it is? You're welcome."
Well, we did say like. We had a list of things that we didn't like, meaning like if I was going to send to Lena, and Lena didn't like Nightmare Before Christmas, but I love Nightmare Before Christmas, I would send her something outside of Nightmare Before Christmas that I like, because you obviously don't want to send the person something they're going to hate.
Got it. So the clever part is you have to think strategically, what would I like that Lena would also like?
Yeah.
That would also probably tip her off that it could be from me, because you have to think mutually. That is genius.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's cute. But also, like in the shipping though, like it's got to be hard because you have to say at least your area of where you're from.
Mm-mm. You can go to the if you go to the little kiosks outside of the post office, you can actually print a label without a return address on it.
Or you can use your own address as the or you can use the person that you're sending to address as a return address.
Oh. That's so smart.
Now, I will say that one of the people in my in that swap, they did a reverse lookup of the tracking when they got their package to find out where their package came from. I was like, that's cheating.
Yeah, yes, agree. I was gonna say that's cheating.
That makes the whole fun out of it.
Agreed. Because
you want to genuinely like figure out and guess and try to assume and start like weighing your options. Mm-hmm. At that point, you're just acting. I mean, I get it. If you're a good actor, touche, but I am not a good actor, like at all. So I would fail.
Okay, next year I have the Which 3 Will It Be swap, the Celebrate Summer swap, Back to Hogwarts swap, the Night Before Christmas board game swap, a birthday swap, another Harry Potter swap. And then probably the movie night swaps are happening again. So
I haven't decided if I'm going to do the makeup swap again or not.
that was pricey and really hard.
It was.
Lena's like, I need to get this off. This is my moment. I'm gonna get this off my chest right now. That was really pricey.
It
Very hard
was.
for me.
Well, I am very I am new to like eyeliner and mascara. That's like that is like my routine at 4:00 in the morning. And it's like here, know nothing about makeup and send makeup to this person.
Yeah, that's hard.
At least, like, we got to have preferences, so you could be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that did help. And then it was like, I was sitting here going, okay, please don't give me Jocelyn. Please don't give me Jocelyn. Please don't give me Jocelyn. Please don't give me Jocelyn.
Like, right.
I probably would have cried and had a heart attack and said, no, Christy, no, this is not
I
happening.
feel like Jocelyn's the easiest person to shop for when it comes to makeup.
He works at a makeup counter.
His Elfster is lit. So, I mean, by default, he is pretty makeup lit on Elfster.
So I was just like, oh my God, thank you, Christy. But then like I sent like a massive box to my person, so it worked out.
Jocelyn sent to me, and it was themed, and it smelled so amazing.
What was your theme?
He themed it kind of like a beachy themed, tropical theme. I got a lot of Physicians formula because it smells like coconut, and it was beautiful.
Like I said early in the stream, Christy smells.
Packaging is something to aspire to, no joke.
I know. It intimidates me so bad. Plus, I don't like really showing off boxes. Like, I just want to get to the video. This is what I got. Here's the present. Boom, done. Thank you so much. Love you. Link down below. Check them out. I love that moment for me. So when you open it and it's like decorated, and then you have to show off every corner, and then I feel like I suck too, because there's certain people in our community that will like show every sticker they get. And
yes,
nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
However, I'm not a sticker person, so I'm like, here's a bunch of stickers. Anyways,
No, I do that too. I'm not a sticker person either.
And I'm sitting here going, I shipped mine directly from Amazon. I already paid for Prime, so you're getting something there.
That's awesome.
Or like these movie nights were organized by Vintage Nectarine and the Most Magical 5, and I really like it. You put in the preference of like the theme is like Christmas. Put in like 3 Christmas movies that are on Disney Plus that you could watch. Your favorite movie snacks and what kind of craft you like to do. And you get a box themed around a movie. So you watch a movie, eat a snack, and make a craft. And I was like, oh, cool. And I sent mine off, and I get mine in, and the whole box is literally wrapped in wrapping paper, and everything's wrapped. And I'm sitting here going, mine went out on time.
I was in a swap recently, and the person that gifted to me, it was a Haunted Mansion swap, and the person that gifted to me had me like play out scenarios before opening the box. That was so much fun.
I'm really mad because do you remember the Choose Your Own Adventure books? Like you read and you
and then you get to pick how you're going to go through it.
Yes, if you're going to go through the cave, go turn to the next page. If you decide to go back down the stairs, go to page 12 or whatever. Those do not have scholastic reading level tests because the book doesn't go in sequence, and so the kids can't read them at school.
That sucks.
Yeah. I was like, boo. The teacher whose classroom that I'm a parent in, he has like hardly any books for the kids to read in the room. And so a couple, like back in September when we were at the local thrift store, they were having a sale on kids' books, and I bought a ton of them. So I'm like, here, build your library. And he's like, oh, thanks. I'm like, well, I won't give them to you anymore.
I just used to remember I wanted to always, you know, when they had those little things that went into in school and you get to sign off on the books that you want, and then they would deliver the books and you didn't want to be like the loser who didn't get any books.
Oh, yeah, they still have that.
Book order forms. Yeah. They
okay, yeah. And so I was always like, I would always have to get the newest Goosebumps, and I always wanted to be super cool, and everybody wanted to borrow them and be my friend. So,
or you wanted to do I always wanted to do the book club on the back.
Welcome in, Eric.
And so, like, mom would be like, because it was like $5 and you got like 8 books or something. And then mom would be like, when it comes in the mail, you do not open it. We are not going past this. And my dad would be like, hey, what'd you get? And open it. And mom would yell at me like, why did you open it? I'm like, I didn't. It was dad. And she's like, oh. Well, I guess you get this one. Don't open the next one.
Dolly Parton has a reading for kids kind of thing. And from the day you're born to your 5th birthday, you can get free books. I think it's called Wonderworks Books.
The Reading Express or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dolly Parton's reading. Hold on. Dolly Parton reading program. What is it called? It's Dolly Parton's Imagination Library.
Yeah, that's it.
Your area has to set up a request to do it. So definitely check into that.
For the Dolly Parton thing?
Yeah, it's not automatic. Some areas don't participate.
Had no clue about that.
Mm-hmm. Our area just had a sponsor to do it.
Yeah, I was thinking, because, well, I have all these swaps coming up in Vlogca, but honestly, it's because I had to kind of like stay away from swaps for like 4 months. I feel like I've been so far away from like the YouTube game. I just been hanging out on Instagram. I think I posted 4 videos in 4 months, maybe, and 2 of them might have been live or something. But like, so now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come back hard. I'm a horrible person. I feel like I got monetized, and I was like, I'm out. I did what I didn't expect it to happen, so when I did it, I just dipped out for 4 months. And now I'm like, okay, let me get back in here and let me try and put effort. So now I'm like going crazy. But with that said, I'm trying to think of like a swap that I want to do. Like down the line, obviously, like down the line. And one thing I was thinking of the other day, I was thinking something, I don't know how, I don't know details, but I'm throwing it out there because when you throw something out there in our community, then like Alina is like, oh, well, you could do this or you could do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But so I mean, I don't know if something like it's been done. I've seen it like in lives and other versions, but I like the idea of like a bestie swap. But the difference is though, there's so many people like in our community where like Lena be like, oh, Christy's my YouTube bestie. You know what I'm saying? Or like I would be like, oh, my YouTube bestie is Vanessa. Or you said Jossam earlier, his YouTube bestie is Ashley. There's so many people that have their like YouTube bestie. Wouldn't it be kind of cute in a fun way? And this is where I was like, I was thinking in the shower about this. This is where you think about.
That's where you think.
Thank you. Or
shower or the toilet.
The toilet. Thank you. I was trying to think of a nice way to say that. But like, so I was thinking in my head, I was like, wouldn't it be a clever way? Okay, this is a hypothetical. So Lena and Christy, say you guys are in there, you're the besties, right? Well, say you happen to be gifting me and say it's like besties gifting besties. So like in a thumbnail, it's like these two gifting these two kind of thing, like couples, duos. But maybe it could be something like I, as one of the besties, have to send 2 gifts, and then my bestie sends 2 gifts kind of thing. Or something like that. Or you're teaming up, but gifting together, but separate. Some kind of that is what I'm thinking.
Okay, I see kind of where you're rolling with that. So, like, say Sami was on, it would be like you and Sami are gonna each send 2 boxes, one to me and one to Christy,
Yes.
and then both of us would send 2 boxes, one to you and one to Sami.
Hypothetically, yes.
Okay.
Or if we're just gonna send a total of 4 gifts, right?
Uh-huh.
I would send two to you and 2 to Christy, and then Sami would send 2 to you and 2 to Christy. So we're all opening 2 boxes.
I
So
like
you're
it.
still not sending a lot, because if you do a swap box, if you're sending it, you would send typically 4 things as like a good minimum, right?
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
minimum. So instead of that, I would just send 2 to Lena, 2 to Christy, and then I would correlate with my bestie, like say Sami, for example, and then like, oh, cool, you're giving those 2 for Christy. Well, I'm gonna send these 2 to Christy. You're getting those 2 to Lena. I'm gonna piggyback and do these 2 to Lena. So
like
you're opening, so each person is opening 2 boxes, one from each of the besties.
Okay,
Teaming up, and each person's so something like that seemed clever but different, and the thumbnail aesthetic would be super cute to do a side by side of all the besties and who there's that something like that was popping in my head, and I don't know what to do with it, but I feel like
I always like the coordination kind of things.
I
Like,
do too.
The reason I liked the makeup swap so much is because I sent everybody t-shirts and everybody wore the t-shirt.
Yeah. So like I made these seasoning ornaments. Baby, Sami is sending me the empty ornaments, and you're sending me a whole bunch of seasonings. And I go, oh, I'm making seasoning ornaments. Got it. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool.
It would be kind of, I don't know, it would just be kind of like fun and different in a way to, I can't really explain it. I do random, but Christy, I do remember when you did like the little bitty, what was it, a reel or whatever, where you were like passing.
Yeah.
Oh, the drop the brush.
The drop video, yeah.
Yeah, that was so cute. Like that kind of stuff. I'm very cohesive. I like to have a reasoning. I like to be different. So in my head, it sounds difficult, which is why it's not gonna be anytime soon. But I want to do something clever and different, but make it seem really seamless and cute and different and exciting. But like right now, it just sounds like a cluster mess in my head.
The funniest thing about those drop videos is I filmed those like 5 times because they kept bouncing off of my chest hole area.
That would have been the best thing to do. Like have it bounce up and be like, oops, and like smack it back down.
And I kept bouncing off and it going also.
It would have been so perfect if you would have just went with it.
Yeah.
And let it bounce out, and then the other person gets hit in the face with it as their reaction right afterwards.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
That would have been fun. Okay, next time, because it happens every time I film one of those. I'll
That
roll.
should be basically how it ends, where it's so cute and clever and seamless, and the last is like a mistake where it just
That's
kind of like my I was doing like a sliding across the floor video sequence that I did, and my very last one I literally fell and hit the floor, and I just left it in there. I was like, man,
that just sounds like my junior prom.
Falling and hitting the floor.
I would like girls like wear high heels, but we don't wear them to dance in at prom. We take our shoes off, and my Sam, who was my boyfriend at the time, spun Peaches, quit. Spun me in a circle, and I literally, in my hose, went sliding across the gym floor. I thought the humiliation was over after junior year. Somebody had actually got it on camera, and it was in our senior slideshow at graduation.
Nice.
I was like, thanks, guys. Thanks.
See, you're the reason you started the viral trend. Ever since you hit that floor, things have been viral ever since. It was you.
Yeah, well, you know, I do what I can.
Do you know what the worst thing is? Okay, so you know how I said I have to open up like 9 swap boxes for my vlog coming up?
Yeah.
Excuse me. All of the gifts are to my right because I can't have them visible at all. And they're just sitting here. You know, like when you get something, but you have other videos or something to film, and you're like, oh, crap, I can't showcase this, or I can't have this around, or I can't add anything to Jim Shores, or I had to put my mini backpacks up underneath over this area over here. but I have to like hide everything. But I'm like, man, I like keep looking to my right, and I'm like, I just want to brag, but I can't for like 2 weeks.
Or like somebody goes, "Do you like what I sent you in your box? I saw it was delivered."
Like I haven't opened the box.
Opened it yet? But I sent it like 2 weeks ago. I've got 4 videos to film before I get to that.
That's why I usually, as soon as I get the box, I message the person and say, "Hey, I got the box, but I haven't opened it yet."
See, I film out of order. I just film when stuff comes in.
That's what I do.
That's why you see a Christmas tree in October videos. But I figured out I can sit right here and it blocks the tree.
That was me last night. I realized I've never filmed like in my like living room. And yesterday I had to film for Disgiving for Jossam's swap, or his second annual swap. And it sucked because I made the TikTok potato soup for it, you know? But then you have to, I didn't realize, I'm so dumb. So I was like, this is real cute. I want to do this, right? It's a slow cooker. It takes like 4 hours. So I couldn't even finish filming it until like 11 p.m. when the damn potato soup was done. And by then I didn't feel like eating potato soup at 11 o'clock right before bed. But so I was filming in my living room and it was so awkward because I was trying to hide my tree like you are right now. I was like sitting in my like breakfast nook, like trying to hide the awkward tree behind me for like a freaking Disgiving video. So yeah.
That's hilarious.
I use my tree as a backdrop for my pictures a lot.
Oh, well, your pictures just in general are superior, so.
Oh, thank you. I love taking pictures.
So do I, but they just don't look as good as yours.
Whatever. Yours always look good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it takes a lot of takes, a lot of breaks in between, and a lot of editing. You know you're good at it when yours is frequent. Like, you can post frequently because it's that good and that easy.
But
I don't have that.
I literally probably take like 40 pictures and find 10 that I like.
I take 40 pictures and I hope that I like one of them. If
No,
not,
if it's a
I
full
wait.
body picture, I'm the same way because my weight is weird. So I always have to pose a certain way so that my hip doesn't look ginormous, but my hips aren't ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think it's we all have our flattering.
Yeah.
Everybody has her like for example, if I look at Lena, I like her mouth because I don't have lips.
I don't either.
My insecurity is I don't have an upper lip. Like nothing.
Me neither.
I look at her mouth and she has like full lips. And that's the first thing I look at. Like everybody has their like strength and everybody has their weakness, and that's fine.
For me, I always I'll stand up to take a picture and I'll like squat just a little bit and stick my butt out just a little bit so that it kind of makes the illusion that this is gone.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mine is always my weight.
That's everybody's.
Yeah, that's everybody. No one's secure with their weight. I don't know a single person that is.
I want to look like Christy when I grow up.
Same. And I'm older than her, so it's awkward. So yeah.
You're not older than me, are you?
I feel like I am.
I turned 39 in December.
I turned 39 in June.
So I'm older than you.
I turned 35 next September.
September what?
9th.
Ooh. 35. That's a good age. That's an age where you do something. That means you have to. It's not like an awkward 34. You like have to.
I know 34 is awkward. The kid,
yeah.
I've got to go get my eyeliner. I'll be right back.
Okay. Like the kids made me homemade birthday cards for my birthday at school. It was like they made me cry, and then they learned how to play Happy Birthday on the bells in music class. I was like,
that's so cute.
I bawled. I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like your idea for the swap. It's different, and that's what I like. I like the unique swaps.
Yeah, I like it to be. That's what it's like. It's so hard because everything's just so ticky tacky, and there are some good ones out there. Like there's some good like annual ones that are becoming like a thing. But then again, it's like it's an annual thing, so it's one of those things where it's like you have to know someone, or someone has to back out, or you have to be a friend of a friend of a
Exactly
friend.
it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like this giving, for example. It's great, but Jocelyn's my YouTube husband, so therefore I'm in. If he was not, I would not be in. Like, so it's one of those
Right.
things where there's so many great known annual swaps that you want to, but again, it's a matter of connection, if you will, whether you
Right.
but then there's the other one. There's the other ones that come out there which are great. There's other swaps, but I feel like a lot of them piggyback or similar to ones we've seen or that we've done. And so it's just so hard to think out the box in our community because we're such a small community. We're not like the makeup community. Like we're such a small community that you literally have to think way outside the box to grab people's attention. Otherwise, first instinct is, oh, look, a bunch of reaction Disney YouTubers doing a swap.
Yeah.
The same people and their same friends.
The really popular ones, it's kind of like in the army. It's not who you know. It's not what you know. It's who you know.
Yep. Exactly. So that's why it's so hard to like think like I always have to think like outside of it. And then I feel like you always have to bring people that you know you're super close with, but then you also have to think about people that are maybe newer, people that you haven't done a swap with but are friends of yours. So try to mix it and try to. It's just there's a lot of thought into it. People make a dream that it is stressful.
It's very logistical.
Strategic.
And you can't be offended that you weren't invited. You can't be like, well, no, they're not my friend anymore because they didn't invite me. Well, no.
I'm going to tell you, if somebody does a makeup swap and they don't invite me, I'm offended.
Note to self. Christy's angry. Everyone's in her makeup.
Me and Lita awkwardly like premiere our makeup swap next week via Instagram story. No, Christy.
Sorry, Mertz and I.
It's not even like you're not even a part of it, but we feel so bad. We just say it was inspired by you. Inspired by Christy's court.
We really fastly refilm a video.
I think the most offensive though is like when you were originally in a swap, you know, like you're originally in one, like you're in one, and then they decide to do an annual with it or have it again,
and they don't
realize that you weren't even invited. You're like, isn't it like a natural instinct to
like
invite the people that were originally a part of it, and if they decline, maybe bring more? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to realize that you're like, oh, I was the one not invited. I'm like, oh.
Or like, wait a minute,
what did I do?
I organized this last year. How am I not in that? Wait.
It's literally your swap, and you weren't invited. It's like it's like co-hosted, and you're not even invited. That's so funny.
And then people comment, didn't so and so like do that? Like create this last year?
You're like awkwardly tagged in all of the videos because they assume you're a host again. Oh my god!
Right? So you're going.
That's so funny.
Okay, whatever. Yeah,
it's so hard to come up with so hard to come up with it.
And then you have to give I think you have to give yourself a yearly swap budget. And go, okay, I'm gonna commit to one swap a month if max.
That's too many.
I feel like the strategic thing is to do one swap every few months and possibly, depending on your mood, every 2 months.
Yeah. But like what I'm saying is like in your head, if you go, okay, if on the high side, you're like, I would do one swap a month, but okay, I wasn't invited to one for January. And like give yourself a deadline. Like if I'm not invited to a January swap by the end of November, January's out. That just means no time. You know what I mean? And like that way you're oh well no, my deadline for a February swap was November. Sorry. I just don't feel like I have enough time.
I am such a douchebag with swaps that I don't host. I literally, the first thing I do is hit up the host and I'm like, here's who I want. One of these people. Thank you.
I've done that a
so
few
bad
times.
that like I'm not gonna say
I've
who
done
I
it.
got, but we're gonna swap together, and I definitely said these are one of these 4 who I want, and you 2 were part of those 4. I definitely, without saying who I got, I threw it out there, and I was like, I don't know anybody up in here, and it's not no shade, but like honestly, to me, it's like if you're gonna be in a swap or be a part of something, to me it's like hard work, hard earned money, whatever, and I like to make people feel good and spoil people. Like that makes me feel good, so I feel like it just hits different when it's a friend.
Agreed.
So if I'm gifting someone that I know or that I appreciate, or even if we're like, just acquaintance, friends, whatever, like the fact it is, it's like I get so excited, like, oh my God, I love this person so much. I can't wait for the open
Right.
it. But if it's someone I don't know, I'm kind of like, okay, I sent it. The
Yeah.
ones I have 2 of them sitting back there that are complete that I haven't wrapped because they're 2 people that I'm gifting, but I don't know them.
That's
So
hard.
I have sent out every package to everyone that I love and put so much effort into it. They're just sitting back there because all I'm probably going to do is wrap it and throw some confetti in there and be like, here you go, you're welcome. It's like, it hits different, I guess. It's just not, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. Like there was a swap that I was in for this year. It was kind of a beginning of summer swap. And the host told me, they're like, I went, I have that person. Like they're really hard, and like they're one of those people that like they almost complain about everything they get in a swap box.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I got them. Great. And I get another message from the host. They're like, I thought that, you would be you would have the least issue with sending to them. And I'm like, now
No.
I can't complain about it.
No pressure. Oh yeah, exactly.
Because you're like, oh, you gave me a compliment and I
Or
can't.
they probably did that. It's like one of those like eat sandwiches where it's like they're probably like, I know what you're thinking, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this seem like a good thing before you even try to come for me, and they beat you to it, and you're like, dang.
Yeah, right. And then you're like, you see the video and like they're this far away from the camera. I got this, and then I got this, and then I got this, and you're watching the video like,
And it's like a pin.
yeah.
Right here.
And you're like, wait, I put more in the box than that.
Yachty said, I did my first box swap and it was amazing, but I'm only going to do like 2 a year. I have a birthday live swap as well that we do. I think I've seen the Yachty birthday thing. I might have came across it. I think the birthday thing is pretty genius if you get a group of people, especially if the birthdays are just like kind of separated, and then just everyone send it to them. I think it's inexpensive because you're sending one gift.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but if you had me in one of those birthday things, I'm a Jim Shore guy. And if I only have one gift, I'm going to go ham on that damn thing every time. Like, I think it's genius because I feel like if you're giving someone one gift for a birthday thing, it gives you all the reasonings in the world to just give them a mini backpack. Give them like, it's one gift and it's their birthday.
Yeah.
The easiest task ever. And they're opening your gift with a bunch of other people. I'm a competitive person. Mine should be the best. I'm going to pretend like it's not a big deal, but like low key, I'm like, oh, I'm throwing down.
And he's not upset that he's not involved in this birthday live at all.
Oh, I was in a birthday live with Cassidy and Nessie. They invited me for theirs, and that was overwhelming because we each had to send 5 gifts. So I had 10 gifts from them in 2 boxes, but then I had to send 5. It was just a lot. It was a lot.
For me, like, I'm allergic to a lot of things, and I always put in my preferences. Don't send me cinnamon. Don't send me pumpkin. Don't send me candy because I'm keto. And when I get a box that has those things in it, I'm like, really?
Or like I specifically put, I don't collect Funko Pops. I'm not a big fan. But if you see a Funko, you think I would actually really, really like it, contact Christy and ask her.
That's smart. So what is one item, like in our community you have like Funkos, you have like Jim Shores, you have ears, lounge flies, pins, etc. What is your what item do you like getting the most in swap boxes? And it could be toiletry, like bath supplies, whatever. Or what item do you also like getting the least? What is your favorite type? It could be like clothing, like spirit jerseys, whatever, tumbler. Favorite and least favorite thing to get in a swap box?
I think we have to do categories here based on price because there's always different price ranges.
Yeah.
But if price wasn't a thing, like if it was like say for example, it could be like $100 box, which means I could do like a $70 Jim Shore and then like a really nice diamond edition $30 Funko. So it kind of leaves it open. It could be a Danielle Nicole at that point. It could be like, so if you had to do, if it's $100, which leaves it open to what could be in there, whether it's one item or more items, what would be your ideal thing to open up? Like, oh my God, like you're going to lose it. And what's one thing you're going to low key pretend like you're like interested in because you're on camera, but you kind of hate? Like the least.
I'm a consumer product person. So I always like anything like bath balls, anything bath related, and candles. But if it's on the pricier side, I am partial to 3D printed ears. I love 3D printed ears. I could care less about any other type of ear. I want 3D printed ears. I don't care about all the rest. And I definitely don't like fabric ears. So if a 3D printed ear or a spirit jersey for me, if you're going on the price, if we're thinking on pricier side, absolutely not interested in candy. People always put candy in the boxes, and I'm like, why? I can't eat it.
Probably for me, they know that the on Family Feud would be Funko Pops and shirts. I am a big busted girl, and shirts, like you can get 3 shirts in 3 different brands, all in like the same size across the board, and they're gonna fit all different ways.
Yeah.
One can be too tight, one could be really big.
And that's for women in general. I don't think that's just because you're big busted, because I have the same issue.
My least favorite is yours, that t-shirt thing, for the exact same reason.
Like the superintendent of our district, back at the beginning of the school year, wanted everyone's shirt size to get everybody matching shirts. And so I put down that I wanted a 3X. Well, and the shirt, you may have seen it in some of my videos. It's like a light blue. It says Marion Florence USD 408 on it. They didn't have a 3X, so they bumped everyone up to a 4X. And I'm actually really glad that they did, because the way that it fits, it's loose, but it's not like tent big, but I feel comfortable in it. And like this one is a shirt that I got when I was working at the middle school earlier in the year, and it's a 3X. But it fits a little different than that shirt does. So I'm just like, I don't like shirts, because I'm like, oh yay, a shirt. It's going to the thrift store because I'm donating it. Or Sam is going to wear it to work and get it covered in paint.
I hate to say this, but when I get stuff that I don't like in a box, I relist it on Mercari.
And then probably the best thing that I would get is like reusable cups and tumblers and mugs, because I can use a reusable cup or mug for school, throw it in the Keurig, get coffee and go. Or like we each have 2 or 3 mugs at school, because our supervising teacher has a Keurig, and so we can just get a cup of coffee and go. And so I keep 3 or 4 mugs at school. So mugs and reusable cups and to-go travel mugs are like my favorite thing.
Things I also don't like, I'm not a princess person. I cannot stand princesses. So unless it's a pair of 3D printed ears, I don't like princesses.
Yeah, I think I'm t-shirt too. Like I cannot stand t-shirts. I even say no t-shirts. I love spirit jerseys, just like Christy said, because it's comfortable. Even if I can't wear it out, I can wear it around the house. I can chill in it. I can do whatever. I could film in it and be cozy, whatever. I t-shirts though, like I have this one, which is weird. It's like kind of like what you're wearing. It's that like thin material, but it weirdly fits good.
Yeah.
They typically don't. And my weird thing is the neck. I
Yes.
don't like necks need to be tight. I don't like if something hangs lower or it's like a lower neck. Like I like thicker shirts usually, and I like them to kind of hang on the sides. I don't want anything to be. I want to be able to just it to be able to hang, it to be cozy around the neck, tighter. Like I'm so specific, but how do I tell someone I don't want a t-shirt unless it's thicker, drapes good on the sides, thick around the neck, and possibly a thicker material. And then, like that sounds so bougie. So now I just say no t-shirts because you're literally not going to get it. Like I got one the other day in a swap because it was on Shop Disney and it was on my Elfster. And I was like, when I actually had it from Shop Disney and I put it up, I was like, crap. It's loose on the neck. It's not. I thought it was like a baseball tight fitting tee. And I quickly realized I was wrong. And just like you, my first instinct is, t-shirt. I have to get rid of it. I never thought about Macari, but I'm gonna steal that idea because that is genius.
I made like $600 on there recently.
The one thing that I would like to get that I don't own is a lounge fly. I don't own any lounge fly.
I have so many to my right now.
He's going.
So
I
have one that you would love that I haven't even opened it yet.
Who, me or Christy?
Christy. I'm saving it because I'm going to be in Universal for the first time in February.
You've never been to Universal?
I know. So Jocelyn and all of us are going to bound, and I'm going to get my children on. And so here's my bag that I've never been able to like do anything with.
I used to have that one. I love it.
I love it.
I got it for like $75 and sold it for $180 on Macari.
Hey, look, Christy, my hair's down.
Aw.
Yes,
I love that bag. I did have it for sure. I never used it though, just because I was reselling it. And I almost kept it, but I was like, if I could get $180 for it, I'm reselling it.
Like a lot of people, like when you list your like character preferences, I always put down Constance from Haunted Mansion, and people are like, you can't find anything. And I'm like, I know, just something Haunted Mansion. Like in the Christmas movie swap, the person sent me a Haunted Mansion blanket.
Oh.
And it's so soft and comfortable.
That looks like super cozy.
It
I
is.
like practical stuff. Like we were talking about earlier, like Tervises. This is something that a subscriber got made for me.
Aw.
Film strips of me and Eric on our anniversary. And then they know I love Wally. So when you turn around, it has Wally and Eve on it. But also, the Tervises with all the villains.
Yes.
The one, I'm talking about. But like, I have Hades. I have all the villains. I have Ursula. I use these Tervises and those ones for coffee every day for work. So I'm like, it's weird. Jim Shore, all day. It could be the cheapest Jim Shore. It could be a freaking personality pose for like $17.99, and I'm like losing my mind.
I don't have any Jim Shore.
You need Jim Shore in your life.
You don't even have like one. Is it because you just haven't got it, or you're just not interested?
I have never received one in a swap.
But is there any that you see out there that you're like, ooh?
I have never even looked at them.
What? You just gave me so much anxiety.
I could tell you
like the audacity of you as a
right?
human being right now. Christy's like, yeah, I got a lot, and half of them are on Macari. And
actually, none of my Jim Shore are on Macari, but I have 3 Jim Shore Christmas ornaments that I love. And then
ornaments.
They have ornaments. One of them's Grinch.
Ooh.
And my first Jim Shore, I actually bought 2 of them. They were on sale on Shop Disney. I got 2 Halloween ones after Halloween 2 years ago, and then I never stopped from there. I've got like a whole shelf right there. I've got a whole shelf in there. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Jim Shore has Christmas cards.
Yep.
I don't
They
even
have
know
everything.
that, and I'm like obsessed with Jim Shores.
I even got my husband Jim Shore stuff because he likes Charlie Brown. So I got him like
Oh.
Snoopy Jim Shores.
Peanuts, yeah, they have a good line of those for sure.
They have tea towels.
I didn't know that. I have one to my right that is insane. Like this person, I opened a box and I was like, "There's only one thing in here," and I was like, "This is gonna be an easy film. This is a 5-minute video."
Is
And
it
then I
Jafar?
Huh?
Is it Jafar?
No, I have that one up there already.
I love Jafar. I want him. I don't have him.
I love that one. It's funny though because I'm you know what?
Yadi said she references Mertz whenever she's opening something live and throw the wrapping or the box. Yeah, I've seen you throw stuff.
Oh my god. Yachty is like, look, do you want to see one of the gifts I'm giving out?
Like, is this in your Hanukkah thing, or is this like a stash that you have that you can shop from for a swap?
He does like a Jim Shore giveaway thing.
Oh,
Look.
You're giving that one away?
Yeah, for one of the swaps I'm doing.
Oh my gosh. That's the one I was talking about. Like, I want that one so bad.
But yeah, that one is amazing. Like God, I wish I could. I can't show anything because I have so much to my right, and I'm a Aladdin fan, so I have a lot of Jafar stuff. Oh, Yachty's the one. Why am I like sitting like I'm like a bobbing head? But like Yachty's the one who I love. What I love about Yachty is when she does her photos for her, because she's mini backpack all day. Let's be honest. But I love how she always sits in front of like a sports car. Like it's like typically with sports cars, you see those women who are like in nothing almost, and it's kind of sleazy, if you will. She's not that person. She's like, I'm gonna show you the Disney version of this with a cute little loungefly in front of this flexing sports car, and I like live my life for all those photos she posts.
Yeah, you don't want to see me trying to do something like that. Like, I forget, like, I'll be talking to one of the other adults, and I'll say something like, like, I'm not feeling great today, I'm feeling really fat today, or something like that. And I said it, and I didn't realize that one of the kids was around, and they walked up and said, Mrs. Hall, I don't think you're fat. I think you're beautiful. And gave me a hug and walked off. And I'm like, crap, I really have to be careful about what I say around kids.
Yeah, you do.
Especially because it was one of the girls. And I'm like, I do not want to hurt their self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of saying fat, say bloated.
Yeah, I've always learned that, like, I went through my stage where I was, like, super thin and got made fun of for it.
Me
I went
too.
through my stage where I was real big and got made fun of. So, like, I've always realized from being, like, one extreme to the other extreme to then the in-between and then being, like, not knowing what part I'm at and still insecure from every angle. I've always realized, I'm like, I don't even care. I mean, half the models I see out there are the vloggers or the people that are being, bounding and stuff. It's always the plus size ones. So, and then I get in my head and I'm like, I wish I could wear it like that. But so it's like, to me, I just don't see either side is a negative, I feel like. And no matter what, you're not going to win. And we've all had the same thing.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, I was in the teacher's workroom. Like, I was like, I'm in a safe place here. Well, apparently one of the teachers sent the student in to get something. I'm like, the workroom isn't even a safe place anymore.
Everybody gets canceled for everything now, no matter where you're at. So
Mhm.
you just have to
Agreed.
smile and nod and be super pleasant all the time.
Yeah, I was wanting to do one of the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them look. And I realized that we don't have the same skin tone, and I probably cannot do that look.
Yeah, no. Nope. I was watching America's Next Top Model the other day because, let's be honest, I've seen every episode, and I was the one where they were each given a different nationality to pose as.
Oh,
And it
no.
made me cringe so bad watching a white girl who was given West Africa, or the Irish girl who was given Native American. When they're starting to paint the skin, I was just like, oh my god! It's weird when you watch stuff back in the day, even Big Brother. You watch different shows from back in the day and you see all this stuff, and I'm like, man. I mean, I guess it's good that we're so progressive, but sometimes I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. And I'm a targeted area kind of person, so you would think I would be pro one way, but I get real nervous about anything and everything I do.
Yeah. No. I just know, I remember Julianne Hough dressed when Halloween as a character off of oh my gosh, what's the name of that TV show that the girls in jail prison?
Orange is the
Oh
New
yeah,
Black.
Orange is the New Black. Wasn't she Crazy Eyes or something?
Yeah, and she got so much flack for it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, I work in 5th grade, and probably a third of the kids that are in the 5th grade are kids of kids I went to school with. And I was the kid that was always made fun of. It didn't matter what it was. I was the bullied one, the picked on one, and now, Peaches, you are fine.
I hear her.
What is with her? See, the thing, normally Sam and I are in bed a half an hour ago. And
I
so
knew I would be doing this past 8:30. It's almost 8:30.
Wigging out.
Oh, y'all are late.
We are. Sometimes it happens.
Especially if I'm doing a look like this. How's it coming along?
Looks good.
It looks good. It's
Looks
so
good.
weird how you're so casual about it. I'm like, girl, your face is green. Why are you acting so normal?
And one of them came up to me and was like, you weren't mean to my kids. And I'm like, no, why would I be? Well, I was really mean to you in school. And I go, okay.
Then apologize for it. Come on.
That
man.
child hasn't done anything to me. They're like, yeah, but you could be really rude and hateful to them. And I'm like, what good is that? It just teaches them that adults hold grudges against kids who weren't even thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, agree.
There's no point. And the best part about it is they go home and go, we love Mrs. Hall. She's awesome. They're just like, thank you. I don't smirk.
That's gotta be hard though. Working. I mean, I deal with. I guess I deal with adults, but I also deal with college students. But kids, I feel man, I would. It's I would want to see. I would be constantly low key seeking their approval. I don't know. You're a teacher. You want to be able to be the best at what you do. Obviously, that's what you're there for. You want to be able to teach and feel good about it and gratified and know that you're doing something. That's why you do that. That's why the teachers are the most underappreciated people ever. Always.
I get paid less than the people that are
wanna
working at the convenience store.
Do what?
I make less than the people working at the gas station.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. It's you hold everyone's education and future in your hand. You mold it. So you're basically a teacher, and you're helping them with their future, and you're a babysitter, all in one. But it's the most underappreciated thing ever. So it's gonna be this weird crossroad of that and dealing with it and tolerating and patience but also at the same time, like I feel like you'd want to be a favorite. Like what teacher wants to go through all that, put all that effort into it, and then to find out like you're the least favorite or they don't like you, or it's like defeating.
I agree. Like the kids wigged out when they found I had a YouTube channel. They said something about one of the it was because they needed a para because I'm a paraprofessional. They needed a para in the lunchroom for 4th and 5th grade because there's a ton of SPED students in those 2 grades. And we only get 30 minutes for lunch. And none of the other paras wanted to give up their lunch. And I went, fine. For $20 a month, I will give up my lunch hour. And they were talking about something about live streaming from YouTube. And I just went, you can't live stream from YouTube until you have 1,000 subscribers, and walked off. And like they literally went, because they know if they raise their hand in the lunchroom, one of the adults will come over. And I was over doing something else and talking to one of the 4th graders, and one of the other lunch attendants goes, that table wants you. I said, okay. So I walked back over and they're like, Mrs. Hall, how do you know that you need 1,000 subscribers to to be live on YouTube? And I said, because I have a YouTube channel. Do you have a YouTube channel? What's your YouTube channel name? I'm like, I'm not giving you my YouTube channel name. And I knew a couple of the parents, and I'm friends with them on Facebook, and I sent them a message. I said, the fact that I had a YouTube channel came up today. Here is the link that they wanted. If you want to look through it and give them the link, that's fine. But it's completely up to you. And a couple of days later, like one of the boys goes, Mrs. Hall, my mom let me subscribe to your YouTube channel. So I went into my community tab and I said something about, hey, to all of my kids who found my YouTube channel, you know who you are. And I guess he read it and went out screaming, Mom, Mrs. Hall sent a message to me on her YouTube channel.
That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just had my first week at my new job, and I'm really weird about it. Because I'm pretty blunt and forward. I'll just say how it is. Like in one of my videos coming up, I say how when I'm bored at work, I just search through Instagram and I sound productive. But like low key, I'm just going through and like liking people's photos on Instagram. So like stuff like that, I don't want them to see it because I'm too blunt about it. But I do know that like today when we were at a property management meeting for like all of Northern California, and somebody was like making a comment at my new job. They were like, you have such like, you're like the way you explain things is like so intriguing. Like you should be a vlogger. And I was like, oh, well, I do YouTube. And they're like, no, you don't. And I was like, yeah, I do. And they're like, what's your channel? I was like, I'm not telling you. They're like, what's it about? I was like, Disney. They're like, well, we'll subscribe to you right now. I was like, no, I'm good. And I'm instantly thinking about my Instagram comment that I made in one of my videos. And I'm like, I don't want y'all to like, because I'm blunt. I say everything like work sucks or I'm annoyed or like I'm so blunt about that kind of stuff and everything around me. Yeah. Like, I don't want to like throw myself under the bus. Like if y'all find me, you find me, but no one's going to find me. No one's going to think to look for me putting in my name. So right. I'm like low-key about it. I don't even post on my actual Facebook anymore videos. I just have a separate Facebook group page because I don't want to put it on my normal Facebook.
Yeah, I don't put anything of any of my YouTube stuff or Instagram stuff on my Facebook, my personal Facebook. It goes on my page and my group.
That same.
Unless it's like family related. Like I did a video with Eric's dad, Reinhard, and he was so excited. Like he was living his best life. He was a celebrity. And so I put his on there and like because he was so excited and he like tagged me in it and wanted me to send it and post it and was like showing people. So if it's like a family thing, yeah, but I'm not gonna randomly just post like a swap. They're gonna be like, what the heck is that?
Right.
And why are people watching you just react to stuff? Because it sounds dumb even explaining. I sound stupid. Like when people are like, oh, really? Like, what do you do? Oh, I just like react to boxes people send me. Okay, well, what else do you do? That's it. Like, it sounds so dumb that I just don't even want to do it no more. I don't even tell people no more.
Yeah. Well, like, the only reason that I was concerned about it for, like, especially one of the kids was that I have drinks on my channel, like mixed drinks. And I'm like, I know the parents, and they're the very, very, very religious. Sam would steal that from you in a New York minute. Just
That's
saying.
what Eric just brought me.
The eggnog.
The Southern
Yes.
Comfort.
But you need to pour the Southern Comfort into it.
It's in it already.
Not a lot of it. Actually, there's not it because it's not considered an alcoholic beverage.
Nuh-uh, shut up.
Yeah, it's not an alcoholic.
Wait a it is. Eric! Sorry. There is an alcoholic one. He brought me that. He probably he's trying to be low key. The other day, I got so mad. He was like, "Hey babe, I got this is yesterday." He comes home. He's like, "Hey babe, I got you creamer, but all they had was the low fat kind." And I was like, "Did they?" Like, if I went to the store right now to look up French vanilla creamer, they would only have that. So then he gets the milk and he goes, "Yeah, and they didn't have the red milk you like, they only had the low fat version." I was like, "Did they?" So the store, everything I like, they coincidentally only, and then mind you, he's bringing home like the stuff he eats because he's healthy. So he brings home like the salmon and all this different stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, so you can get all the stuff you want, but my stuff I typically get, they only have low fat and low calorie suddenly." I almost went to that store and documented it, and it was like, if I see one thing non-low fat, it is divorce real quick up in here. But let me get the alcohol version because I'm like upset now. Hold on.
They left me alone. Hey everyone. Is anyone still here with us? Let me know. They've both abandoned me. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. My troubles have all gone away. Hey, I'm not alone anymore.
Sorry, I just finished and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get off do my outro. What do we think?
It looks good.
I'm gonna put the outfit on and take some pictures while we're still on here.
Okay. Tomorrow is the last day of school, and so like.
Oh yeah, because you have the whole week off. My kids.
The teachers are like low key, not even gonna care what happens tomorrow. Like we all were talking, and we're like, we don't understand why they just don't say, "Okay, Thanksgiving break starting tomorrow." You know, like into school, we're done for till after Thanksgiving. We all voted for that really hard.
My kids go Monday and Tuesday.
Are we all better now?
He got his eggnog.
They're good. He has the alcoholic version now.
I know. I'm like, why did it say Southern Comfort on it when it's not alcoholic? That's false advertisement.
Because it's the flavoring.
Interesting.
Ow, my hair.
So what are you doing? Okay, so my next question.
Okay.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving? A, okay. This is A, B, and C. B, what is your favorite dish for Thanksgiving? And C, what is your least favorite dish for Thanksgiving?
Okay, for Thanksgiving, we are going to my parents. They live like 10 minutes away. We drove really far. My favorite dish is, and the funny thing is I just did a tag yesterday on this. My favorite dish is my mom's dumplings. She boils the neck, and then she, so it makes like a broth. And then she mixes egg, flour, baking soda, and a little salt, and makes like dough globs and boils them in the broth. and then the broth, she thickens the broth with like cornstarch, and then you put like gravy and dressing and stuff with it, and it's very good. I don't have a least favorite dish. I eat it all. That's why I'm happy.
You don't have like one that you're kind of like you like skip over, you like avoid.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
My favorite is anything sweet potato. I love sweet potato. And my least favorite would be fried okra. I hate fried okra. Wait, lift the hat up a little, like that. Yeah.
There is something really wrong with you.
Fried okra? I don't like fried things.
Have you tried air frying it?
No, I have it on the Christmas list. Air fryer on the Christmas list.
Oh my God, you look so good.
Thank
Yeah,
you. I'm about to grab my belt.
Pick Sweet, it's a frozen veggie company, has a frozen breaded okra, and you should get it and then bake it.
I can't do bread though. I'm allergic to gluten.
It's like cornmeal breading. It's good. It doesn't hurt my stomach.
Okay, this dress is too big and it is showing my goods.
Well, you'll get a lot of comments on your Instagram.
I'm pulling it in the back. I'm pulling it down in the back so it's more fitted up here.
Yeah, that's kind of why I gave up doing makeup on Thursday nights, because it just never turned out well.
They did too. I have fun doing it. I prefer to use paint on my face rather than eyeshadow because it's more pigmented, but
It looks good.
I didn't
You
have any
can tell that it's green.
Hopefully you can in the pictures. The pictures usually, when I edit them, it kind of washes it out a little. So hopefully you can.
It looks so good.
Thank you. I like doing it. I feel, although I will say, doing my lip green makes it disappear even more.
Well, I was gonna say what's interesting, like, but in like a unique way, is like the way that it's like green, obviously, and then darker and then lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Your smile is like lit right now. Like if you had like the red on red, but I think it's with the green color and the red and then the white, it like makes your smile like amazing.
Thank you. I use this is like the best highlighter in the world. So you can highlight places that you wouldn't normally highlight.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to do that. I use it sometimes on my lips, and I've told you the little secret about using. I obviously didn't do it this time, but using your lipstick as a blush.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. See, I always say, like, with Jocelyn being my YouTube husband, I don't have to do makeup because he does for us. And then with my actual like husband, he works out every day and like six pack and all that.
So you don't have to work out.
I don't have to do that because he does it. So I can just eat and then just live my best life while they just do their thing.
Can I be Disney Merch when I grow up?
I'm at.
I normally do some sort of workout, but not like your husband does. I just I have a weight right here, and I lift weights while I'm on conference calls.
Oh, see, that right there is like goals. I wish I don't even do that.
Yesterday, I think I lifted too much the day before yesterday, because yesterday I was like, oh my God, why do my arms hurt? And I was like, no, I probably lifted too much.
Oh, I'm so much of a potato. The other day, I was with my friends, and I was literally playing darts. I played a couple rounds of darts, and my never have been to the gym self. I was at work the next day, and I was like, why is my arm so sore? I don't work out. This is so weird. And then my friend texts me back, and she's like, you played 30 minutes of darts. Are you kidding me right now? You're sore. I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. And I was like, you know that you don't do nothing if darts for 30 minutes made you feel like you were like the most sore ever. I feel like I should have worked out for days. So
when
sad.
I was putting up Christmas decorations, because I threw away a bunch of trees this year. So how many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 trees now. We did have 12. I threw away some last year. I threw away some again this year. And putting out all those decorations, and like I did something to my knee and it's been swollen for like 3 weeks. I feel so lazy because I haven't really done much of anything other than these weights right here.
That's still good though. That's still so impressive.
And some crunches.
I chase after fifth graders from 8 a.m. till 3:10.
My yoga mat sits here right next to me too.
See, y'all already do more than me. Every now and then, like once every 2.5 months, I'll like walk to farmer's market with Eric, and I literally will take a nap afterwards because I'm like, you know what? I did that.
That was my exercise.
Take a nap because I'm like, I killed it. I'm a workout queen. Thank you.
Put hearts in the chat for Murph and his amazing workout.
It's so sad. It's so embarrassing. Have you guys? Am I the only one who collected these?
Oh yeah, for me, yeah, I have one thing from McDonald's, and that's when they did these. It's the Tower of Terror.
Oh yeah.
Our McDonald's didn't want to give them away. They would get like to the adults. They would give you like old toys. You had to like bug them for them.
Oh no, I went ham on them. I was like, no. I know what you're gonna do. I've seen people in videos. You're gonna throw an old school toy in there and think I'm brand new and not gonna check. I need you to look at what you have in your inventory and give me as many different ones as possible. And I think out of 50, I got like 32 of them.
That's good. That's a
And
good
now
amount.
they stopped. So yeah.
There's buy sell groups for them on Facebook.
Yeah, I was gonna go online, but I was trying to see how many I can get in person because like on eBay you can get them for like $5 a pop, and now they're gonna get even higher because they've moved on to the Eternals.
Oh yeah, they're probably,
That's how much of a potato I am. I know McDonald's schedule.
They're probably on Macari too.
Girl, you and this girl, I want you for a swap. I want to gift you for a swap so bad, just so I can look on your Macari. And then in the next swap video I do, call you out and be like, I don't know if you heard about this girl in her corner that she's in, but she is shady. And I want to do a clip of me giving you the gift, and then I want to see a clip of you reselling the gift. And be like, now that we got that out of the way, she's super pretty. She does great makeup. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Back to the swap.
That would be a really funny drop video.
Oh my gosh.
If you like sent something and then she looked at it and like she put it to the side and then a screenshot of her Macari.
Literally, like my own like live.
Hilarious.
Like Christy's like talking about like the food and stuff like that and whatever. But do the same thing, but it's literally about her and how shady she is. And have like a whole pie chart and like a laser pointer.
I mean, it's either that or re-gift it.
It's so funny. I'm so smart. I got stuff that I'm kind of like, what do I do? I'm like, do I just trade it? Or I'm not a trader. Like, I don't care about trading.
I have a whole box sitting right behind me of stuff that I want to re-gift.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so smart. I'm like jealous.
Oh
You know, Josh used to host a kind of like a re-gifting swap to where it's
Oh.
like, and I did that once, and the box I got sent was actually stuff that I would want.
Yeah. See, I don't know how. I'm so specific that people I feel like know what to give me usually, unless it's a double. So yeah. But right now,
Check out people's Elfsters.
yeah, but like right now, doing 9 gifts. If each person sends me 3 or 4 gifts, that's 9. I'm opening in this week alone like over 30 gifts. So
Well, you need to update your Elfster then, like if they
I
give you stuff
do.
off of that.
I have like 130 things up on there just for scenarios like this. But I feel like a lot of people don't look at it. Or a lot of people want to be different. Like, oh, I want to get him something not. And the minute I hear a host be like, oh, Nicholas, they want you to take a picture of your Jim Shore collection because they want to give you something not on your Elfster. I'm like, I swear to God. I'm all Elfster. I don't even care. I have no shame. I will go to your Elfster. Like, you spent time putting stuff on there that you like. Your grails are on there, the stuff that you want, the stuff that you need, the stuff you need to complete a collection. I'm your Elfster all day. Like, it's not a bad thing.
Sammy asked me to update my Elfster for that.
She did. She was bugging me to.
Oh, she asked me to do mine too, and I called her out because she said, what'd she say? She said, "What is it? Want to be one of you guys?" She said, "Nicholas, you only have your person needs you to update your Elfster." And I said,
"Yeah, that's what she said."
I was like, "You can suck it because I have too many things on my Elfster." They're like, "No, your person said update." I'm like, I don't know how I could physically do that. That's impossible. I have 140 things on there. Like, why would I go ahead and add 200 for a 3-thing swap? Like, that doesn't make any. So I was like, no. And then she goes,
3 things minimum, actually. Like, I sent my person last year because I was in the swap last year. I sent my person like 6 or 7 things because the minimum is 1 item from each category. But I sent like 2 to 3 items from each category for mine.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure because you're like, yeah, this is the minimum and this is all you have to send. But if you only send the minimum, you're going to get called out on it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, mine is different. The one I'm doing for this one, I've already studied and researched, and I throw my stuff in a little, about to say corner. So I throw my stuff in a Christy corner for temporarily, and then it's like a good one. My thing is, like, I only want to do a few, maybe like 1 bonus, because I want the one that I do for that category to be so good. They're like, are you kidding me right now? I want to have 3 of those moments and then just a bonus. So I could do like multiples. I thought so hard about it, but I'm like, meh, we'll see. But she said back to me, she goes, oh, your person, I guess, only saw the categories you had. So you know how there's multiple gifts per category? So if I have Funko, there's like 20 something in there. They saw that as 1 Funko. So when they were looking, they thought I had like 7 things on my Elfster, when actually I don't think they were looking inside of there and how many were part of it. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because I was stressing out. I was like, do I have to add 30 more things? You only have to give me 3 things. I have 140 things to choose from. I was so stressed about that.
But if you look at I'm looking at my Elfster right now. If you look at the wish list, it says public wish list 3 wishes, or public wish, however many things you have in it.
I think they might have probably been brand like newer to it or something, maybe.
Gotcha.
So it could have been like, I get it, because if someone's new to it, you immediately look at, this is what you want for that. This is what you want for that. So that might have been it.
Maybe, yeah.
I was like, I have 100 and something things on here, girl. All you gotta do is give me 3. There's not.
When she asked me to update mine, I was like, what am I going to update it with? So I went in, and she's like, just update it with stuff.
How many do you have on yours?
I think like 90. But at the same time, it's like, she was like, yeah, you need to update it for the things that you listed on your thing. I was like, but I just threw out random princesses because I don't like princesses.
That's a good point.
I listed Loki as
oh my god, you were like me. We both said Loki. I remember yours and being like, okay, I'm stealing that idea. Absolutely, Loki.
Yeah, I was like, I put Loki as a prince because he's the prince of mischief. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember. But yeah, so that's also what I was thinking too, because when you mentioned that, I was thinking, oh, what if it's because one of the characters they pulled for me, I ain't got that character on my list as like anything. But if that's the case, it's because there's nothing really out there for them, which makes it hard, that made me put them to begin with, or they would be up there. So then I get even more worried in my head, like, well, I'm probably not going to like whatever it is, because I would have it on here if I would have, like, it's such a tricky swap. But it's also good because it makes you think outside the box for those reasons. So,
yeah. I'm going to take some pictures while we're talking.
Okay. Well, it's almost 9 o'clock for me, and I still do have a 4:20 wake up call tomorrow.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up. I'll go to you first, and then we'll go to Mertz after that for what's going on. Oh, well, excuse me.
We already know what's going on with you, girl. You don't gotta answer the question.
Oh gosh. I'm Lena. I'm half of the Hall Family Adventures. We post a new video daily on our channel. Right now it's a lot of Christmas crafts and cooking. We've got road trips coming up. We've got Vlogmas coming up. We have vacation coming up. So lots of things going on. We try to live stream every other week on Sunday for Craft and Chat. We did go to every other week. Every week was just a lot. And so we're doing every other week now. And so our next one will be on the 28th of this month. I may end up doing a pop-up live stream on Monday because I will not be at school. I will chat with Christy because Christy and I normally do coffee corner together. And then I have
What day?
Monday.
We probably can, yeah.
See, okay, so we're probably gonna do coffee corner on Monday. And then we will start that. And then I have swaps and collabs coming up. And that's it for me.
I'm coming to you, Mertz.
Okay, I'm busting out my phone. All right. So I have my Disc Giving collab on Saturday that's hosted by Jossam. So that'll be fun. It's our second time doing it. The first time we did it, we did Mexican street corn. I think we failed. So me and my husband tried something new. So fingers crossed on Saturday that we liked it. And spoiler, we did. And after that, I'm doing Vlogka, which is kind of like 9 days, 9 Disney YouTubers, 9 box swaps for every day of Hanukkah from November 28th to December 6th. So I'm super excited to not do the normal Vlogmas, to like introduce the Jewish, version of that. I love Vlogmas, but I'm excited to show like a different side of it. So we'll do that. In the middle of that, I'm going live with Pete McDevitt on December 1st. And then the day after Vlogka, I agreed to be in a friend's Felice Navi swap because I feel bad doing the same stuff with the same people, and she's never asked me, so I said yes. And then after that, there's like a stuff a stocking kind of thing. And again, this person never asked me, so I said yes. I think that's important. So I have that one. So I basically have like in the next 2 weeks, 12 swaps, a live and a collab.
In 2019, I did hosted Stuff a Stocking, and the person that gifted me put a Jim Shore in my stocking.
Woohoo!
Well, cheers to that happening to me.
Right? I mean, it was like a small one because you can't fit a big one in stocking, but it was still nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
Stuff a Stocking sounds really fun.
I can host it again. I was the original creator of it in 2019. It's been going on every year since then. I don't know who hosts it now, but
It's Susan from Twinkling Beauty.
Oh, that's
And
why.
I've never done a swap, and like I said, like I have one with Fran, Susan, and then Sami. Because I was like, when I do swaps moving forward, I want to kind of cater to people I haven't done it with before, not just be that guy.
That's why Susan does it, because in 2020 I got overwhelmed and I started handing my swaps off to people to do, and she got the Stuff the Stocking one.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, she didn't copy me. I handed it off to her. So for me, I did a lot of beauty unboxings, like advent calendars, and that's coming out every Monday and Friday through December. And then next week, I don't have Magical Makeup with Christy. The next Magical Makeup with Christy is Whoville on December 2nd. And then I will not be around on December 17th and 18th because that is my birthday. And on the 18th, I'll be out of town. So that's me. Mine was short. And we've been on for like 2 hours. In 1 minute, it'll be 2 hours. Crazy. Thank you so much for coming on. If you want to come on anytime, just let us know.
Oh my God, thank you for inviting me. I was like coming home from work and I was just like, oh, this is going to be cute. I can see what Lena and Christy are up to. So, but
Yeah,
no,
And
anytime
here you are.
I know. So thank you for inviting me. I think you guys are awesome. So super
anytime.
flattered. Thank you.
Yep.
Note
Yeah,
to
fun.
self: when I have a swap come up, invite Disney Mertz.
Yeah.
I'm not hosting any in 2022 unless I decide to randomly do the makeup one or do the Spice Girls one I've been talking about.
Girl, Baby Spice all day. I don't know what it is. I love Baby Spice. I'm like so weirdly obsessed with her. I've always been obsessed with her. And even a makeup one. I always tell Jossam, I've always wanted to just do like a spoof. Like if you threw me like in a makeup swap, first of all, I can gift like crazy. I've seen every makeup. I know how to gift makeup. So I could gift like crazy, but then when you get me, I'll just have fun with it and start painting my face looking a mess and just have like a big old spoof video out of it. So I
Okay,
can work anything out.
I want Mertz in the next makeup swap, and I want him.
You want each other.
It would just be so fun to just apply what I got.
Yeah. I like Spice. I like Sporty Spice. She's my favorite.
Ooh, Mel C, and her solo career, she was underrated, but she had like the best voice in my opinion. Like I love the way that she sings.
Yeah, I love them. The idea is to have just enough people in it to do each Spice Girl, and each person gets assigned a Spice Girl.
See, I probably wouldn't qualify for that because nobody would think Mertz and Baby Spice. But if there was an open spot, I would claim her.
Well, I haven't like organized it yet, but like, I mean, that would be how it would go. I would reach out and be like, what Spice Girl do you want? We can only do these, like one person gets each. And then the person that's gifting to that person would have to theme their box to that Spice Girl.
I just want to promote it like Baby Spice and do a reel where I'm just a man with a beard and I'm just like whoosh. And next thing you know, I'm like, colors of the world, spice up your life. And I have like my pigtails. I'm just like I just use it to promote it. And Jossam's like, you're getting a divorce. You are so embarrassing. I hate you. Like, ooh, can you see Jossam as Scary Spice? He would slay that. Or Bosh.
I would probably ask him to do it too, because the whole thought process is you also dress up. Because, well, I mean, you're talking to the girl that's got a Grinch face on right now. Do you think I wouldn't want to theme it all around, makeup and all?
So fun. See, stuff like that's so fun and creative and different and clever. And you want to do stuff that you could do stuff like do photos with it, do a reel with it, like the promote. You want to be so inspired to do stuff and to think outside. Like when I did the Boo Ball, I mean, the Boo Ball isn't a new thing, but it was my first time doing it. So I was like, oh my God, I want to do Loki. Like I love Loki. And so now I can have an excuse to dress up like him, take pictures, do a reel, do a TikTok. I like the things that inspire you to like do more because you're so excited and it's so different and it's so unique.
Yeah.
So I think the Spice Girl thing is like genius.
I've had it back there for a while. I'm just like, I probably ought to do it before somebody else does it.
Agreed.
You're gonna be real salt. You're gonna be so salty.
I would. If somebody else did it before I did it, and I've mentioned it on live a couple of times, I would be really salty about it. All right. We've gone 2 hours, so thank you everyone for watching and joining. Stay tuned on my Instagram for pictures and a reel, or maybe 3. Bye.
Bye.